Cornell might win the prize for the highest essay prompt-to-response ratio. Essay 1 has a prompt of 182 words, with 350 words allowed for a response. The prompt itself is more than half the length of your essay. For Essay 2, they lay off the keyboard a bit, but let's start with Essay 1, the goal statement, focusing on only the most important parts of the prompt. Goal statement. A statement of your goals will begin a conversation that will last throughout the admissions process and guide your steps during the MBA program and experience. To the best of your understanding today, please share your short and long-term goals by completing the following sentences and answering the enclosed short answer question, 350 words maximum. Immediately post-MBA, my goal is to work as a or an blank at blank company within blank industry. You fill in that blank. In 5 to 10 years post-MBA, my goal is to work as a or an blank at blank within blank industry. Please share how you plan to utilize the resources available to you at Johnson, as well as any existing resources you bring to the program to help you secure your post-MBA career goal. Okay, again, quite the mouthful. The first part of this response is actually quite straightforward. Cornell is absolutely forcing you to be definitive about the job you want post-MBA and in the future. They clearly want to know that you've given this real thought and that you're coming to Cornell on a mission. I assume they want to carefully examine whether you're likely to be employable upon graduation. Many applicants write about a wish for the future. I want to be a VC. But there isn't a clear path to get the applicant into their desired role, even with an MBA. So this is a test of sorts. The AdCom is testing both your focus and your self-awareness of your ability to succeed in your desired path. They want something ambitious, but plausible. Make sure that you identify roles that are both ambitious and plausible, and you should succeed with these two direct fill-in-the-blank prompts. Of course, there's no room for context in these fill-in-the-blank statements, and that is where your essay comes in. In 350 words, you have space to share some background. You want to share your career narrative to show that your goals are, again, plausible and ambitious, and to reveal how your values feed into your goals. Then, after relating your context and goals, you need to explain exactly how Cornell will serve you in your pursuit of said goals. You can't just recite a list of Cornell resources. You need to reveal that you're aware of your growth opportunities or weaknesses and how Cornell specifically will enable you to fill those gaps and advance you towards those goals. And Cornell also notes that you can detail existing resources. So if you have an existing network in consulting or are completing a CFA and are striving to break into finance, as examples, make sure you mention these resources because they support your case. For a deeper dive into the key components of personal statements, context, short and long-term goals, and why our school, check out On Track by mbaMission, our asynchronous admissions course, with detailed lessons and analysis of 6 different personal statements. It is incredibly helpful in accelerating this part of your application, and indeed many others, including your resume, recommendations, short answers, and so much more. And even if you're a long way out, we assess your long-term plan, your timeline. It is an invaluable resource. Okay, on to essay question 2. As noted, this one is a shorter prompt, but with the same limit of 350 words to answer, and you have 2 options. Option 1, impact essay. At Cornell, our students and alumni share a desire to positively impact the organizations and communities they serve. How do you intend to make a meaningful impact on the Johnson community? Again, 350 words. Here you have an opportunity to showcase your best and then reveal how it can be applied at Cornell Johnson. Ideally, your essay should have a cause and effect relationship. First, you should reveal a trait, value, or experience, or even 2 that may be applicable to the Cornell community. And then you have to show that you know how to thoughtfully apply that trait to Cornell, citing Cornell-specific resources, of course. It isn't enough to say that you have a strong background in sustainability and will be active in the Center for Sustainable Enterprise. How? What programs will you engage in within the SGE? How will you engage with those programs to have a tangible impact on the broader community? I'm being rhetorical, of course, but the point here is that you must share a narrative and show awareness of how that narrative empowers you to empower others. On to option 2, the unique trait that defines me. What is something unique about you that others will remember you by? 350 words. This is a tall order. Everyone has a unique experience or trait. But is it something that is applicable and memorable? Something that you may not know about me, and this is true, is I was a contestant on The Price is Right many years ago. Is that in and of itself something that others will remember about me if I'm in their community in an MBA program? Not really. But maybe in my essay I write about how I'm inherently spontaneous, and then share some examples, one of which was going on The Price is Right. Then I apply this trait and show how that spontaneity will be helpful in an MBA community. Of course, Johnson. My point here is that you can ground unique life experience in a broader lesson about who you are fundamentally. Were you one of 9 kids? Maybe you have a unique perspective on teamwork that can benefit others and make you memorable. Did you have research published? Maybe you can bring an intense intellectual focus to your pursuits and enrich others. You get the point. Focus on the value and then its applicability. I should note before signing off that Cornell also offers you an optional essay. You can use this space if you choose to address anything in your profile that you feel might be a concern for the AdCom. Don't simply write for the sake of writing, because the space is there. Use this space intentionally to address the concern and reveal how you have taken steps to mitigate it. That's it for the Cornell Johnson essays. Before you start writing, check out a sample lesson from On Track in which I discuss how to write powerful openings to your MBA application essays, coming up next.